Okay, back again. And I just read Animal Farm by George Orwell. Excellent novel. Shit was fire. I'm talking about En Fuego. Uh, it's kind of basically the whole gist is that it is a story about a bunch of farm animals who decide to rebel against the farm owner, a guy named Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones was very neglectful and he didn't really treat them all that well. So they decided to kind of overthrow the farm. Yes, animals. Um, and just kind of fast forward, it's basically a story about how kind of a criticism on utopias, because the animals all spoke about how life will be perfect once they get rid of Mr. Jones, um, and kind of just stop dealing with humans altogether because they said, they felt like humans, subjugated them and always mistreated them and always used them, and gave nothing in return. Uh, so that was kind of the premise of why they wanted to overthrow and take over the farm and kind of, like start a whole animal world free of humans to be free of abuse. Um, but it was very interesting, seeing how the animals essentially kind of turned to their own worst enemies. Not all of them, but some of them certainly turned into their own worst enemies. Um, and it was just, man, 8 out of 10, 8.5, 9 out of 10. Only reason I wouldn't give it 10 out of 10 because it was too short. I feel like George Orwell left a lot on the table. Because he could have kept going with this thing. Like, it was fire, very informative. Really make you think about all of these so-called revolutions, um, and all of these grandiose notions that if we just do X, Y, and Z, the world will be perfect. And kind of striving for a utopia oftentimes backfires. Um, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I'll leave it at that.